Blanket. I was reading and I was starting to do this, like, he's so cute. Look at how tiny he is. Oh yeah, that is definitely hail.
Ayo.
Stand by the fire, your tiny hand in mine. You're 5 feet off the ground. You rest on my shoulder. The stars convey the light, so fragile in the night.
Good morning, everybody. So we are just getting ready to start our school morning. We are in our second semester of school. We're not quite 3/4 of the way through yet, so not into our third quarter yet, but we are doing well, moving right along. I seem to have caught a little bit of a cold or some allergies. I don't know. It's been driving me crazy. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I feel awful, but then by the afternoon I'm pretty good. So just lots of sniffles. I think it's just that time of year. Anyway, we are getting ready to do our school day.
Can I show him something?
What?
Can I show you guys something?
What?
I'm right back.
I'm gonna show you something. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, we are potentially looking at some thunderstorms today. I'm not sure how that will pan out. It's supposed to be around 50 some degrees today, so I can't imagine they would get too bad, but then again, who knows? I am not a weather person, right? Anyway, we are gonna start in on our school day, and then we'll just kind of keep an eye on the weather and see what happens.
Yes, it's about 6 years old, and I took it to the park one day, and this part of the screen did not work, so you couldn't press anything. But my brother Braxen, he was able to take a toothpick because there was a little pebble in here, and it was making it read that something was always touching the screen. So he looked down in it, and he's like, "Oh, there's a pebble." So I got my DS back, so I got a 3DS now.
And now it's fixed, huh?
Yeah, 6 years old.
Nice brother. All right, you ready for school?
I am. The faithful lead divine worship and govern the church. Ordained?
Okay, so update on our weather right now. It is chilly and very pretty outside, so the sky, look how clear they are. So I don't know if we're gonna get thunderstorms. It does say we're supposed to, so we'll see. So pretty though, isn't it? I think some birds have been utilizing our little birdhouse I bought last year. Well, hello. You have a nest, huh? Welcome back. Hello, little sparrow.
Crystallize. Barbecue. Barbecue. Cabinet. Cabinet. Blonde.
You got it right. Good job.
Colander.
So, a
Contrary.
quick thing about these words that you're working on. You've
Blanket.
never even practiced them,
No.
right? These are all new words to you.
Yeah.
So you're just doing your best to see if you can spell them.
Blanket. You guys want a blanket? Hey, let's go.
Creditor.
And some of them you're familiar with, right? Like blanket, that was an easy one.
So,
Creditor.
we're just gonna try.
I think you were closer the first time.
What are we thinking? What is it? What is it?
Creditor.
Creditor.
You were close. It's creditor. So that
That's
one's
so
kind of
dumb.
tricky. That one's tricky. You were really close.
Uno, dos, tres. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hola, Rita.
Hola, Goyo.
Hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Goyo.
Help me.
The audience is voting.
It's between this one and this one.
So molecules slow down to change from a gas to liquid. You used all your helps though, except for one. Ooh. So this is for what? Physics and chemistry?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Hello. If you get this question wrong, you will be given another chance to win. Yes, I skipped it. So I'm on 3. I get $300 right now. Molecules slow down from a liquid to solid when heat is removed.
What is that called when that happens?
Freezing.
Molecules heat up to change from a solid to a liquid. What is that called? Congratulations, you're now a millionaire. Okay, Aspen and I just finished up our school day. He is working on some of his independent work. So we usually do about 3.5 hours of one-on-one instruction. And then he probably has about an hour to an hour and a half of table work that he does. So that'll be things like handwriting, language arts, some math work that he'll work on. My high schoolers, a lot of their work is done independently because they do theirs through a different system. I do some group lessons with them for government, and we do some literature together, and we're studying Shakespeare right now. So those are a couple of things we do together. And then if they need help on anything that they're working on. But I wanted to show you what Aspen and I just finished today. So we just finished the book, The Cat of Bubastes. So at the beginning of our school year, we were studying ancient Egypt. And we have not gotten to this every day in our read alouds. It really depends on where we're at in our schoolwork. So we finally finished this. And we recently finished up studying ancient Rome. And so we are getting ready to go into this tale, The Bronze Bow, which will be set in ancient Rome. We finished up a story of who was Confucius. We did a huge deep dive into ancient Egypt with some text there. Can you hear Guyana? He's really loud. But yeah, so that's where we're at. We are finished with this finally. So very exciting that we get to move into this one. I've been waiting to take him through the Bronze Bow. So that'll be next. We have a couple other reads that I'm not sure we'll get all finished this year. Through our ancient history studies, I've got The Whipping Boy, Bullfinch's Medieval Mythology, and then I think we have, A Viking Tale. So we are currently studying the ancient Vikings. Okay, I thought I would give you a little update on the weather. It has gotten completely overcast. That beautiful sunny sky is gone from this morning. And it is cold. I don't know, they said we're supposed to get severe thunderstorms, but it's so cold, I don't know. I think it can't be more than like 50 degrees out right now. So yesterday, it was like 72 degrees. It was so warm out yesterday, and today, drastic difference, so much colder. Anyway, I'm chilly, but I don't want to turn the heat up because it's just that time of the year where you don't really need the heat up too high, but I just have a chill. So I have this to read. I've got to find 5 stories. And I think last night I read 1, and my assignment is due tonight. But I don't think it's going to be super hard. I just have to pick out the stories. So I was already 30 pages in by reading 1 story last night. So I think I'm going to sit down for the next couple hours, read through some of this, and then try to knock out that assignment later tonight. I have a meeting at our church tonight for one of the societies that I volunteer on. So I'm going to head over there, and we generally have dinner together and then do our meeting. And yeah, so that is kind of where I'm at right now. And then we'll just kind of see if it storms tonight or not. Oh, look what I got for Aspen. I have to pick up one more thing for his project. But I had to get him these little mini lights and some alligator clips because he is going to make a potato battery coming up here. So that's one of the things that he's working on in science this year. There's lots of hands-on. So I don't know what next year's science will look like, but this year's science is very hands-on with physics and chemistry. So that's really nice. Okay, I'm going to get started on my school, and then we'll kind of see how the weather holds up. Okay, cuddled up in my bed. I'm laying on top of my heated blanket with another blanket on top of me. And one thing I love about my bed is it sits up. I love that because then I can sit it up and I can read my book and relax in bed. So it's kind of nice to do school. And I'll be on spring break. Of course, I'll be doing school through spring break. But my one teacher, she gave us we can't see anything. So she's making us take a spring break this coming week. Anyway, this is for her class. So I just have to finish up her assignment today. And then I'm on spring break for her class. So that's really nice. The other ones I can work ahead in, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I might actually read the next chapter in our book over this week. So that way I'm ahead, because her book reading is pretty lengthy. And I think that'll help me a little bit with the rest of my school. So we'll see. I have a film class that I need to get some stuff done in. I have to watch The Truman Show, which I've never seen. And I don't like horror films. I don't like gory films. And I know people say it's not super gory, but I have to watch Jaws. And so for this class, and I've never seen that either. Like, I know the premise of Jaws, but I've never seen it. So I am going to get to reading this book. And it's a collection of fairy tales. And so then I think I read The Girl in the Market. I'm reading Double Flower Temple. I grabbed some snacks for my book, and then you can hear yelling going through the house. They're calling for Zane because Zane got his first job, and so he needs an ID. So they are on their way to go get an ID because he did not have one. And he just recently informed us that he wants to get his driver's license. So some big moves on the home front there for Zane. Plus, he's graduating this year, you guys. He's graduating from high school. Is that crazy? Do you remember when he was so little? And we first started our homeschooling, and we were doing stuff like reading Charlotte's Web. That's crazy how far things have come. Anyway, I'm going to get back to reading Tales from Beyond the Rainbow. I read one story. Wasn't as big of a fan of that one. It was The Temple of Two Blossoms. I'm now reading The Falcon in the Garden, and this one I think is a little bit more interesting. I'm enjoying it a little bit more. So, but yeah, I wasn't as big of a fan of that one. So far I have one in here that I've picked out. I need 5 to pick out for my assignment. So it's a 200-page book, but I'm already 50 pages in, so they're very small pages. So I may actually get this book fully read tonight. We'll see. Oh, I had to take a break from reading. I was getting so tired. I've been reading, well, for a couple hours now. It's 3:15, but I told you this was going to be, even though it had a lot of pages, it's a short read. I'm on page 156 already, or 146 already. So I found 3 stories that I want to use. I need 2 more. So I'm trying to wait and see, because they need to have a theme. And so I think I've come up with the theme that I want to use, but I'm not quite sure yet because I need enough stories for that. I'm going to get back to reading these stories. I'd like to have this done before I have to leave. So that little break helped though, because I sat here and I was reading and I was starting to do this like because I'm all comfy, I'm warm. You know, I have to say, it's been a while since I've just kind of sit down and read a book, like, for entertainment purposes. And I picked this one out. So I had to pick out a book on folk tales, fairy tales, traditional tales that have a theme. And then I have to do an assignment on it. And so I went to our library and I found this one. And I was like, well, good. It's a compilation. Looks like it might be something easy to get through, and it has been. Yeah. And so it's been kind of nice to just get to sit here and spend a day in my bed reading. I don't get to do that very often. I actually have a book that I started in January. It's March now, and I haven't finished it. But I'd like to take some time and actually get to read a good chunk of it. Maybe I should just spend a day trying to finish the book. I haven't done that in a long time. Like today I'm doing that. But I haven't done that where I sat down and just like took a whole day and read an entire book. And I used to do that, oh my goodness, all the time. When I was a teenager, I read so much. I'm actually quite an avid reader, if you didn't know this. I have a collection of books up here, but this is nothing like the collection of books that I used to have. So eventually, I would like to have bookshelves all down the hallway. And then all along the room here, bookshelves going all the way across. I think that would be really pretty. I've always wanted to have like a big home library that you could just go in, you know, like maybe not quite Beauty and the Beast style, but hey, I would not I would not turn that down. Okay. I love the Beauty and the Beast library. But I mean, really, who wouldn't like the Beauty and the Beast library? Okay. I am going to get back to reading this book. Got about an hour and 15 minutes now. Don't do that, huh? A lot to do yet tonight. Okay. Oops. Okay. I have about 50 minutes left. And I decided, I took a break a minute ago because I was feeling kind of snackish. So I got myself some popcorn, and it has white cheddar powder on it. How do you eat your popcorn? I like buttered popcorn with white cheddar seasoning on mine. So anyway, oh, I do not like it dropped in my hair though. Anyway, I am on page 166 out of 200 and, well, those are about the tales. So let's see, 212. So I need to read 212 pages today. And I think I found my fourth tale that fits into the theme. I have a broader theme I can go with. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I have a broader theme I can go with, but I'm trying to get it narrowed down to just to a more narrow theme. I finished the book. It was a very interesting read. So my research in this chapter has been over folk tales, tall tales, traditional stories, fairy tales, all sorts of things. And so these are basically fairy tales that have been retold and researched throughout history. So very interesting. I think I'm going to go with the broader context or the broader theme for this one when writing my paper, because I think it's going to make for a better read on the paper. Anyway, good read, good piece of history and some research, and a really cool thing is the writer's from Cornwall. So if you know, you know, if you've been with us for a long time, and if not, I have written 4 books, set 3 of them set in Cornwall, England, and then 2 of them set in America as well. The first one was completely set in America, and then the second and third one were completely in Cornwall, and the fourth one started in Cornwall and ended up in America. So anyway, which I'm currently working on revamping them. So I found it really interesting that I found a Cornish writer. His name is Peter Geordie Wood. All right, I am going to get to doing some schoolwork. I don't know what's going on with Aspen and Matt. I might take a break here and get ready to go because I do have a meeting to go to tonight. So I might do that first and then sit down and finish up the little bit of work I can get done for this assignment. I'd like to at least collect my thoughts on it and kind of process over it tonight. Plus I need to print up some paperwork I need for tonight's meeting that I'm going to. So Aspen is getting
The new
the
chameleon.
cage all set up and ready to go. The plug should be right there to be able to plug it in. You got to pull out that bottom one.
Oh, it's pulled. Yeah.
So there is our new creature. He's not fully set up yet. We just got him this for the night. He's got more plants that'll be coming in. But this is Versace. Hello, Versace. What do you think? He's so cute. Look at how tiny he is. Hello, little friend.
Yeah, because we got Yemen.
We are having our first severe thunderstorm of the year. We can't tell if it's hailing or not. Oh, that lightning is crazy. I'm gonna go out to the fireplace room.
Oh yeah, that's hail.
Oh, yeah, it is hail. Oh, let's go see if we can see this. Look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that is definitely hail. I don't know if you can see it on the ground. Oh my goodness, I have school to do. Wow. We could see it moving in. This is intense. Hopefully, you can see that. Oh my goodness. That is definitely hail. Can you hear that? Our cars. Hopefully it's not big hail. Oh, wow. That is so much rain. Oh. Can you hear that hail? Wow. I can't even show you. All I can show you is the lightning right now. Can't even show you how much rain's coming down or what the hail looks like, but that's definitely hail. Whoa, did you see that lightning strike? Man. Aspen called it. He said about 7 o'clock. Listen to that thunder. Welcome to storm season. Wow.
Holy cannoli.
The coverage area.
Okay, so there are tornadoes in some areas. We are not under a tornado warning or watch right now. We're under.
We have had many reports of the large hail. We've shown you some video from different parts of the area.
Okay, we are under tornado, severe thunderstorm warning. Is that us?
Yes, until 8 p.m., but they're probably going to extend it.
Okay. In effect till 8:30.
Still, here we are at 7:47. We've had severe weather going on for a while.
So, the storm has calmed down quite a bit. And if you are following us over on our TikTok and Facebook, you will have already seen this storm footage before this video comes out, because we are trying to put that kind of stuff out day of, like as it's happening. So follow us there and you'll at least get some sneak peeks of did we get storm footage or not. So anyway, I've got a candle going. We lit our blessed candle that's out on our, oh, what am I trying to say? Our home altar? I can't talk. Actually, it's just a table in our foyer and we put like a lot of religious decor on it. So I guess that is our home altar, isn't it? I think. Don't know. Anyway, Aspen is misting
Do I open the cage?
Versace, so that's his name is Versace. Our new chameleon. And Aspen got a snail today to go in his beta tank. It's called what, a mystery snail?
Yeah, his name's Gary.
Oh, you named him Gary? That's great. Gary. I am getting ready. I have an assignment that is due tonight and I have not even started to work on it. I told you guys about it earlier. I was reading that book. So I may get to that, but this storm kind of put things in an uproar in the house. So